It's rough, but we go from one Fox to another.
Oh yeah. We've got Fox Duck Hunt, which is historically a matchup Rido has enjoyed against all kinds of foxes, but we'll have to see how Thass approaches this because Duck Hunt can get a ton of damage and easy kills and combos off of Fox, but Fox definitely no shortage of damage when Duck Hunt has to land either.
No, not at all. And like, this is another one of those really bichromatic matchups where sometimes Duck Hunt just has everything set up and he's looking he's looking great. The gunman's about to shoot. He's got the discus out. Everything's hunky dory. And then sometimes Fox is in, and Duck Hunt just doesn't have enough time to do anything.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's a very polarizing matchup, but last time we saw Zane play against a Fox, we saw him play very boxy, very fast-paced. The matches didn't go on for too long, so I think it's up to Thass to kind of set the pace of this match.
It's not. It's absolutely not like one of the worst matchups for Zane or for Duck Hunt. Like Zane's Duck Hunt has been tried and true against the fiercest of rushdown characters, and they've always come out on top. Keep in mind that Zane they're a player with wins on players like Black wins. So
yeah, seriously.
It's a seeing them overcome a difficult matchup is nothing far-fetched.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, like, with a repertoire like that, and being one of the few practicing Duck Hunt, the matchup I'm sure not many people have experience in. Plus, it's Duck Hunt on Wi-Fi. It's not a wonder to see why Thass is struggling very hard to get the kill at this very moment. And 80% already, I mean, Zane is just playing the evasive game perfectly. Yo! Oh!
Alright, sure. Sometimes we gotta get creative.
That was awesome. I love that. Anytime I see somebody use the can like that against Duck Hunt, it's just so fun to see. One of the funniest interactions. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, the can is such a unique element in this game, and Duck Hunt in general has a lot of unique properties with like the gunman, or let's start with the easy one, Clay Pigeon. You throw the discus and then you hit it again to actually activate the hitbox, or else Clay Pigeon is just a Clay Pigeon. It's useless. Can being frame one but interactable by basically anything. As long as it has a hitbox, it can touch can.
Yeah.
And the final one being Gunman, with a selection of 5 gunmen. That's a roulette wheel which one you get, but you cannot repeat a gunman if you haven't gotten it in those 5. So you'll go with the Cowboy 1, Cowboy 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get them in any order, but you have to get all of them before Gunman 1 is seen again.
You said Cowboy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was like, dang, that's looking like Zane's percent right now, just climbing up. However, with these discus confirmed, suddenly Thass's percent climbing up, and we're seeing more of the same that we saw in the last stock until that up air connected. And now Thass has a mountain to climb, approaching Duck Hunt at kill percent.
Finding your windows is part of how you play against any zoner. And while can make things difficult, keep in mind that anytime you make the Duck Hunt player, in this case Zane, anytime they put out can in a combo to break that combo, they're basically finishing the combo for you. And 66 it's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah,
meanwhile, Duck Hunt has to take a lot of time setting up these traps, but once he does, getting kills is a lot easier than it can be for Fox.
Yeah, Fox's air mobility isn't the highest in the game. He has very high vertical mobility because of his fastball speed and his jump height, but you often see him try to refresh his jump on platform in order to keep that jump fake out game going, and Zane just reading right through that with the up air on that platform. So great stuff to Zane with that awareness, not falling for Thass's movement tricks at all.
especially not on Battlefield. Like, as long as Zane was put in the like, they were in just the right position given where Can was, where the gunman was. Like, the only thing that they had to cover was jump, and they were prepared to do that. Like, Duck Hunt, the actual duck itself, is a disjoint in and of itself, and with the rest of his tools, like barraging the ledge and the neutral get up and roll, they were just set up to win that game. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a counterpick away from Battlefield to give Thass just a little bit more space to move and a little bit more space to get out of disadvantage and break through Zane's traps. But no, we don't. We just get a song. Oh, no.
Never mind. We have a mistake. I love the song though.
Yeah,
exactly. We're both on the same page here as commentators.
Yeah, wavelength.
Oh man, so good, so good. Especially the Final Fantasy Remake edition of that song. Holy crap! That just like gave me chills. Seriously, when I heard that the first time, that was awesome.
Genova fight in Shinra Tower.
Oh,
so good.
Man. So good, so good. But Sephiroth and Cloud not gracing our screen at the moment. We've still got the one Space Frontier animal and another just, you know, maybe he's just living at home living the farm life, you know, helping his owner out, catch some birds.
It's Lassie against Space Lassie.
For sure.
Who knows? Maybe Duck Hunt in the future becomes Fox. No, different species, huh?
Maybe one of the less solid conspiracy theories we've offered here on Collision Smash. But
one for two. It's okay.
Either way, though, 88% looks like the stage difference is paying out pretty well for Thass, just because he has more space, again, as you said, to move around these projectiles.
Yeah, making sure that Zane they have to think about so much more now. Like, with the Battlefield platforms, they could always feel super safe about like where they are on stage. But with the wider center stage that PS2 offers, Zane has to be a whole lot more careful about when and how they're landing. Excuse me. And you know, that leads to a pretty solid, at least a first stock advantage coming out for Thass.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, Thass just making the most out of this space right now. However, Zane bringing it back as usual. I mean, Zane is never out of it, especially with these incredible tricks and the damage output that Duck Hunt has, the lightweight of Fox. Thass is going to have to get a lot of damage here to make a difference, despite taking the first stock. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay, just blow it up 6 times and he's dead.
Can you awkward thing.
Seriously, I mean, looking like snake grenades out here, but...
It's like, you know how Sakurai was like super specific about like, oh, Banjo's grenades are pineapple shaped, so they'll be really awkward and bounce super weirdly. That's Can, but with knockback angles. It's like, where is this thing actually sending me?
Where do I DI? Help! Duck Hunt's definitely the master of their character for dealing with whatever the heck Can is, but very, very potent tool for sure, but Thass is making short work of it. If he didn't shine there, he could have easily gotten the run-up smash, but it doesn't matter. Getting the follow-up right there, Thass is in the driver's seat.
Super aware of the DI in coming out from Zane. Thass is... Wow, what an incredible equalizer.
I'm in awe. Like, that was such good awareness. Usually you see the one miss and then you're like, all right, they're going to back off. Fox is going to side B to the ledge. But Zane just knew. Man, he knew. 96, however, from that reflected clay pigeon into the can. That is hard damage right now for Zane to be taking at this juncture.
And being put at such a deficit against Fox, not even from a time standpoint, but Duck Hunt really needs to set up in order to really maximize his kill conversions. And while Zane has those on deck for sure, they just didn't seem to find the time. So we might actually see a smaller stage counterpick from Zane, depending on what they see out of Thass and what they are really trying to, the angle that they're trying to go for in their game plan.
I mean, seriously, like, I mean, we see the dare buffs coming into play right there for Fox. That's something that, yes, it would have worked pre-patch. However, it is far more consistent in this patch, and it is way easier for Fox to throw out that multi-hit mix-up and still get that KO. Way more guaranteed than an actual tech chase from there.
Yeah. You gave Fox, who struggles where like he really has to put you in a tech situation in order to get that kill, which can be hard at high percents, and you gave him more ways to do it. What other buff does he need?
Oh wait.
I mean, I already thought this character was nuts, but yeah, now he's even more nuts.
Just make him heavy. It'll be funny.
No.
Everyone will laugh.
I mean,
anyway,
we're laughing now.
Yeah. Speaking of laughing, we got Duck Hunt. You know, he's always laughing it up with his taunts, and when he laughs at you for making mistakes, it really feels like he does that with his gameplay. Seriously, because Fox just made one mistake there and suddenly took a ton of damage. Unfortunately, that F smash extension was going to be ill-advised there for Zane.
See, this is where Zane like really shows his experience. Like not only a game 3 situation, game 3 best of 3, but they're also aware of how long everything takes to set up and where everything needs to be done right. And whether it be setting up gunmen in center stage or using it to read rolls as they did earlier, you know, it's only a matter of time before Duck Hunt's more raw kill potential is able to net him a victory here. But that's not to say that Thass is anything short of aggressive and prepared. He's been super on point of his tech chases, but you can't really be like frame 1 options frame 1.
Yeah, it's frame 1, and Duck Hunt is significantly heavier than Fox, so really a great trade. And again, the awareness, the experience from Zane is just paying off in spades. And now, Thass has the monumental task of sealing this stock without taking too much damage. Wow, they get it.
It's so weird to think that Fox is lighter, not just lighter, significantly lighter than Duck Hunt.
Yeah, very, very crazy.
I mean, it's for balance purposes, more or less, but it's just weird.
It's weird to think about. It's the duck. The duck adds a little bit more weight.
Oh yeah, that duck's that's a plump bird right for the baking. Oh
gosh, and that stock adds way more weight to Thass. He finally gets the kill on the jump read, but man, he really has to do something he hasn't done yet this set, and that is significantly outplay Zane from a disadvantage.
It's not easy, that's for sure. And with these conversions on deck, okay. They didn't get the down air, didn't get the second down air either. Oh man, Thass escaped with his life, but 73%. You know, even with not dying, like you're still put in such a hole.
Yeah, I mean, what a mess for Thass to come back from at 113. That's just so rough. And Zane just doing excellent work there. They're just setting everything up perfectly. 34% up against 100, and yeah, no, that's an inevitability at that point. That's like the snake up tilt, man. You just know that Ken's gonna take the stock eventually, and Zane moving on into the winners semi-finals of this really stacked 136 entrant tournament.
It's when you recover the same way. Thank you.